GT Goku.
But it's like, cause some niggas don't learn off that, you know? I know a lot of people who don't learn off that. Maybe me included.
Or even Kid Goku from OG Dragon Ball, but one version of him that doesn't seem to get as much credit as Dragon Ball Super Goku.
Facts.
No, not this one.
Not
I
that
mean
chop
that
nigga.
one.
Yes, I mean, like, even look at him. He way more swag. I don't know that is.
DBS Manga Goku was different gravy compared to his anime counterpart, and I can't lie.
And it's not even just Goku. It's a lot of things they just did better in the manga. Also, I ain't gonna lie, the power scaling in the manga and anime are two totally different things, bro. Like if you talking to someone about some shit, it's like you gotta go and clarify, bro. You gotta make sure like you don't bring up the manga stuff to a nigga who only watches the anime, because the power scaling and shit is so much different. Like in the manga, Goku is stronger than his anime joint. In the manga, Gohan is stronger than his anime part, bro. Age doesn't mean how experienced someone is. I can be a millionaire. Hold on. I could be a millionaire and be really healthy, but really bad with people, because no one told me. Like, not everyone learned the same way. It's the same lessons when they grew up. Just saying. That's facts. That's facts, bro. That's facts. That's true. That's true. But I gotta hold on. But just listen to this real quick. I don't know. Is this gonna make sense? This might make sense.
There's no such thing as a painless lesson. They just don't exist. Sacrifices are necessary. You can't gain anything without losing something first. Although, if you can endure that pain and walk away from it, you'll find that you now have a heart strong enough to overcome any obstacle.
That's right.
Yeah.
A heart made full metal.
Full metal.
Facts, bro. Facts. Basically, you feel me? All I know is that anime was great, and that anime showed me a lot. Anime opened my ugly eyes up, bro.
You can't gain anything without losing something first.
Facts, bro. You can't gain anything without losing it. Listen, bro. Now I don't know, cause some it is a difference. Cause what's that? What was that? Pain builds structure or something like that. But some people don't do that. This one, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I gotta talk in anime terms, okay? Like for instance, right? Eren Yeager, right? I don't know if you watch the show, but Eren is a person who he became what the people made him. He used his pain for anger. He didn't necessarily grow and become a better person from it. He became more of a monster, right? Unlike us, what am I trying to say? You feel me? Like he grew up the hard way, terrible way, actually. Like, what the hell? Niggas ain't take it easy on him, but he didn't, you know, like he turned that anger and pain into more anger and pain, and he wiped out half of the world. Get what I'm saying? Then you have another person like who's somebody who, like, they had the odds against them, but they prepared. Yeah, exactly. Like Naruto. Naruto was growing up. Nobody fucked with him. They didn't like that nigga. Naruto had every right to become a villain, but he turned that pain into love, bro. And he chose to love everybody instead of hate them niggas. He said, I'm gonna prove them wrong, bro. And he did. Eren didn't do that. Eren said, okay, they think I'm a monster. I'm gonna show these niggas a monster. Naruto was like, these niggas think I'm a monster. I'm not a monster. I'm a human. And now they all love him. Something like that. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Certain people not gonna be able to, like, take that pain or take that hardship. Yeah, people build different. So, okay, yeah, you right. If people build different, I should automatically go for the less painful route on people, because I don't know how they go respond to that. So if I come at her strong, yo, bro, you fat as shit, your fat ass in the gym, that's gonna hurt them, bro, and they probably not still gonna go. But then another person might be like, yeah, you right. Damn, you right, bro. Damn, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You a smart guy, bro. You dead a smart guy.
Attitude throughout the story potentially rivals the coldness and maturity of Z Goku, so let's begin by going through the manga one arc at a time.
Oh my god, this is what I'm talking about too. Yes, like I said, I'm hearing that the Goku Black arc may not get a rework. You telling me that Resurrection F getting it now? Resurrection F does need a rework. Okay, I'm gonna keep it back, keep it a buck. It does. Resurrection F does need a rework. Okay, but to sit here and not do Goku Black, now I get it. You feel me? A lot of people we want to go straight into the moral arc. I'm willing to wait though. I'm willing to wait. I don't know how many more people willing to wait. I'm willing to wait if we could get a Goku Black rework. Facts. Because I don't know if he go talk about it, but like, it's oh god, it's so much, bro. It's so much shit. It's so much.
It starts off with Trunks returning to the present timeline, where in both continuities, Goku ends up sparring with him before their visit.
Why doesn't the where's the
to the future, with the Half Saiyan Super Saiyan 2 being as strong as Goku Super Saiyan 3. The difference in the manga though is that Goku actually revved up to Super Saiyan God, one-shotting Trunks with no remorse whatsoever. And what's so vile about this is that he did that right in front of Vegeta. You cannot do that to Trunks, only the prince has the rights to beat up his...
Yeah, maybe. I think tough love I think tough love only works if you first show actual love first. You the spitter, bro. Pause.
Done.
You the spitter, bro.
Trunks tells
I don't know if anybody ever told you that,
stronger.
bro.
I love how Goku understands the threat cannot be toyed with, and on numerous occasions he's hell-bent on wiping out Black from the map instead of itching for another fight.
Yes, that's a thing. Goku in the manga, that nigga, yes, he loves to fight, but he's also like, he's smart, bro. He's not just stupid, bro. Like in the joint in the manga, when they were fighting, and then he was seeing how Goku Black was adapting and getting stronger. The nigga told Vegeta, yo, Vegeta, fuck my turn. Kill that nigga, boy. He's too strong. But in anime, he wanna give niggas. Bro, I got my philosophy from anime too, not gonna lie. Bro, anime is just that shit, bro. Like I got all my shit from anime and Joe Bartolozzi.
Also, this is proven by Goku not going to Universe 10 to fight Zamasu, which meant that Kai chose to switch bodies with him specifically solely from watching the battle with Hit and Godtube. Once they arrive at the future, we get to this infamous scene where Goku seems to have never kissed Chi-Chi before. But let me clear...
No, yes, that's a lot of misconceptions. Avatar is kind of anime, but that was when I learned the most. Yo, I'm watching Avatar for the first time. Well, yeah, technically for the first time I'm watching it. Like actually watching it. I'm almost done with it though. I'm on like the last book 3. I got like 4 more episodes left, I think 5. Yeah, my life. Now I'm watching it though. I ain't gonna lie. When I like before I watched it, I went in that bit like, bro, this shit not that. Like, I in my head I was like, this shit not as good as people be saying it is. Cause it's a kid show. But man, oh man, was I wrong. Now, that shit great though. It's great. I'm almost done with it.
This up.
Oh yeah, this shit. Goku, yeah, the Goku kissing thing.
Scene where Goku seems to
Goku kissing thing. Yeah, this wasn't. He never kissed Chi-Chi. Or he gonna talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. They don't kiss in public. It's like some old Japanese stuff, I think, or something like that, or old. It's just some old shit. Like they don't kiss in public. They only kiss in private. So yeah, I think right. Pretty sure.
I've never kissed
Zuko best character. Nah, Zuko is one of the. Nah, he is the best character. I'm not gonna lie. He is the best character. He is the best character. He is. His whole story was great. His story was tough. I got like, hold on. See now we gotta go because like this was my favorite scene in all of the show. I looked at no, not Exit for Lightning. Oh yeah, this where I already looked at this, bro. Bro, this right here is my favorite scene in Avatar.
always throwing everything you could at
This
me.
shit right here,
Well,
this
I can
means
take
something to
it,
me.
and
And
now
I
I
could
can
give
give
it
it
that.
back.
Nah, this means something to me, bro. This means something to me. And what made it even more beautiful,
Come on, strike me. You've never held back before.
he'll cry, bro. Like, he can't even cry out both eyes. But that's what even made this more beautiful is when I realized, like, nigga, even, bro, even, like nature or whatever, just pushing him to the side like he's nothing. His pops already pushed him to the side like he's nothing. Sister put him to the side like he's nothing, bro. Now the mother nature pushing that nigga to the side like they ignoring him, bro. He got ignored. That's what made it even more beautiful, bro. Everybody ignoring him, bro. That shit is crazy, dude. Like, I ain't gonna lie, he's one of the best characters. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm not waiting for that movie to drop to watch it. After I finish Avatar, I'm going to go watch that movie. I don't care. And then after that, I'm gonna watch Korra. Then it's lit. Zuko fan
Chi-Chi
art.
before,
Friend
but
art
let
now,
me
get
clear
on
this
it.
up.
Yeah.
It's meant to be a joke based on Goku and Chi-Chi being an old-fashioned couple, and in
Yeah.
Japanese culture, old couples don't traditionally kiss in public, so
Yeah, I said that. I said that. I said that.
basically, it's just Goku being unfamiliar with Trunks kissing Mai out in the open rather than kissing in general. Goku's opponents have far exceeded just his multiverse. It's now the English translation throwing hands with him by making the joke look worse than it was and turning the Western audience against him. Back to it, everyone already knows that black is Zamasu, and at the start, Vegeta was pulverizing a Super Saiyan Goku Black using his blue form.
That's another thing, bro. They go talk about it like I'm saying, but Vegito Blue. Why did they do him like that in the anime, bro? In the manga, he was beating that boy. He ain't give him no problems. The only reason why Vegito didn't kill Zamasu is because he was so strong, he destroyed the Potara earrings when he was about to hit that nigga with a final Kamehameha.
However, Trunks is anxious of the deity's transformation being
get
stronger
tight, bro. I'm
than
about to get
ever,
tight. I'm about to
advising to
get tight,
finish
bro.
off the Kai this instant. You know what Goku does? He
told that
genuinely
nigga to
demands
kill him.
Vegeta to skip his turn and defeat Black already. I've already said this on my first ever video, but we need more of this version of Goku.
Facts.
And to this day, I still think both DBS Anime and Z Goku would not say this with how he wanted to spare both Frieza and Vegeta's lives. A majority of comments on that vid, however, had pointed out that Z Goku would say that since he ordered for Gohan to kill Cell. So let me nip this bud real quick. 1. Gohan was the only one on the planet who had the power to actually beat the android. If Goku was stronger,
No
it's
lie, bro. Off the topic
the
again, bro.
planet
Yo, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Bro, one of the greatest Dragon Ball story mode games ever. Facts. I really hope that they keep this shit going and they do like Dragon Ball Super Kakarot and they do like, you know, the Goku Black, the Tournament of Power. Like they could keep it going, bro. Like they could keep. I've talked about this before too. They could keep it going. When the Galactic Patrol arc drops, you know, a year or two after, 3 years after, they can drop that. They already put Diamond in there. Why don't they do Dragon Ball Super? Well, no, we have Dragon Ball Super because Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue is in the game. But you get what I'm saying? Like Tournament of Power, then we get Ultra Instinct Goku. You know what I'm saying? Then we get, you know, Beast Gohan. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
who had the power to actually beat the android.
This is
if
a good
Goku
game, though.
was
Great
stronger,
game.
it's possible he'd let Cell power up to 100% like he did for Frieza. This contrasts with the current situation where Manga Goku would
And it's a cool
assumingly
thing, but I mean, yeah. But he did go Super Saiyan though. It's not really a big thing, but it's just cool to see.
fold Black like Origami too, as he's equal to Vegeta but still goes out his way to follow Trunks' wishes. 2. Z Goku had already scrapped Cell beforehand in one of the most stunningly animated fights by this point, even when he knew he had no chance whilst the stronger Gohan was available on the Z Fighter's bench. Okay, now guess how many times the Saiyan fought Black in the manga?
Hey, my low key forgot. Oh, Goku Black. I don't think he fought him. Yeah. didn't fight him.
Yes, Goku did not box with Black once in this arc. The doppelganger got deep fried by the prince so badly that Goku, the guy that loves fighting, was put off challenging him. That's the no-nonsense kind of attitude I love about Goku, which you don't see often in modern Dragon Ball. The person Goku chose to violate, however, was the immortal Zamasu. On their first encounter, the Saiyan dominated the 1v1, reflecting a street light through the Kai's
I mean, that nigga
torso,
sucked.
and was so devious that he dropped
Yeah, boy,
from
he
blue
fight
to
that
regular
nigga, boy.
Super
Bad
Saiyan,
guess,
having
terrible
the
guess.
audacity to order him for the restoration of Trunks' Earth. He should not have underestimated the Kai though, because Goku was getting slapped around like an Asian child with a 99% test score once Zamasu began using his Kai techniques. Even though the deity admitted he was flat out weaker, Goku was so desperate for redemption in the second leg of the tie that no word of a lie, he operated the time machine on his own to return to the present. Oh lord, the Saiyan was so triggered at the loss that his brain cells overheated in the efforts for a retry.
Bro, I remember when the Goku Black arc was first being like the joint. I remember when it was theories like that's Goten from another timeline. That was probably the best one, and I low key, that's the one I was hoping that it was real. That was Goten, like from another timeline and grown up, turned evil. It was Goku from another timeline that's evil. Those are the only two I remember, but it was way more.
I don't want to sound like I'm slandering Z Goku, but look at
I gotta read that too. I know the anime is dropping next year.
me dead in the eye. Would he really be able to work a time machine? Anywho, Goku eventually returns for the rematch, beginning with the Mafuba on Zamasu, but the Kai was able to escape the jar since Goku took a coupon instead of the actual seal. Even I must admit it's an L on Goku's part, but to be fair, mistaking something for the seal is a bit more plausible than forgetting it entirely. This probably suited Goku better though, because he destroyed Zamasu physically by sliding him across the granite and practicing combo strings with his body, but also emotionally, because he not only
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if, I mean, I don't think it counts, but like the transformations in manga look so much better than in the anime. I know it's different because these are drawings, and in the anime it's literally in animation. So obviously they're going to look different because on the manga it's still it's a still image, it's a page, but still, bro.
for Kai that God is more than enough to defeat him. He also says he's weaker than even Trunks, affirming the Zero Mortals plan won't be accomplished by a bum like him. His words cut so deep into Zamasu that his merged version was obligated to ask who's weaker than Trunks now. But honestly, just take your loss. Having to fuse with another man so you could conjure up a response to Goku speaks volumes. Look, the
I mean, nah, bro, because they turn into one person, so it's not.
merge was this close to failing as well, because Goku was proactive in tossing a key blast at the deities the minute he saw Black change the ear of his Patara. As always, Goku demonstrated his battle IQ at the arc's
Oh, we skipping. That's perfected. That's another thing. Super Saiyan, perfected Super Saiyan Blue, whatever it's called, perfect Super Saiyan Blue, perfected Super Saiyan Blue is not in the anime at all. It's not in the anime at all. This is a manga exclusive transformation. Why didn't they put it in the anime? I don't know. But that shit clean. Now it's just Super Saiyan Blue with no aura, but that shit clean.
climax by sealing Blue's overwhelming power within himself to fight at 100% continuously. This meant the Saiyan had completed Super Saiyan Blue, which is such a cool concept in my opinion, but I'm still unsure if I prefer it to Blue Kaioken. Perfecting the
I do.
form allowed
Super Saiyan Blue. Kaioken looks. It looked better. It sound cooler, but Perfected Super Saiyan Blue just, I don't know, it's swag.
refuse Zamasu, forcing the deity to take off his clothes, looking as shredded as the Saiyan himself. And if that didn't hype you up, Goku out of nowhere pulls out the Hakai to erase the god. Zamasu started resembling a sliced pear, which very nearly made the Hakai a success. If it weren't for Mai being grabbed into another portal and shoved in front of Goku to stop the erasure process. I've waffled so much about this arc particularly, but what can I say? Goku's character was a walking dog.
Oh wait, this is about just Goku. I'm stupid.
Out from his demeanor, his roasting, and his skills as a martial artist.
Okay, well I'm gonna talk about it then. Vegito Blue in the manga is way better. He was done way better. His he was way better. First and foremost, like I said, damn, bro. He was putting the beats on that boy. Damn. I thought you were gonna show images. But he was putting the beats on that boy. Wait, is this it? Ooh, are they gonna show all the pages? Ooh, is this it? Did we get it? Let me see. But he was beating the dog. Look at that. He was beating that nigga. He was beating that boy. This is before that. My name is who the hell is Vegarot. I don't know who that is. But Vegito. And this is Vegito Baru. He was piecing that boy. Look at that. He was absolutely overwhelming him. I'm gonna show the anime fight next too. But he was completely overwhelming him and outperforming him in every way possible. Zamasu, Fuse Zamasu could not go hands with that boy. Even, yeah. What did that do? Nothing. Cut that nigga arms off. Come on, boy. Come on. And then what he had to hit? He was literally going to kill him. He was literally going to kill him or whatever. This is the end. Be gone, Zamasu. Final. Ka. Me. Know your place. Ha. Me. What did he say? The power of Vegeta Blue could it already be greater than Lord Beerus? Also, this is a cool feat too that's not in the anime, obviously. He said that his power was on par or probably even greater than Lord Beerus's. And like I said, he was so strong that he destroyed the Batara earrings. And that's how he got defused. Now, let's go see the anime. Damn, I can't spell. And it's old.
Not last. I am invincible. Body. That is the duty. More feels within.
Like, bro,
Win.
he didn't do anything. And then Trunks bum ass came. Like, bro, that shit trash, bro. That nigga Vegito he ain't do nothing, bro.
Mortal and
He didn't do nothing, bro. Nigga just there. For Trunks to come in and pop in that weak ass Super Saiyan God Rage or whatever that shit called, bro. That shit
I'll
trash,
be
bro.
blunt. Goku's character was at its
Like I said, tournament power was different. Also, like I said, Gohan in the manga is stronger. He's stronger in the anime than in the manga. Because, for instance, he was seen, I believe, like his power was on pars. What's that? Gohan is stronger. Yeah, 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 he's stronger. Because in the manga, he's the one who fought Kefla. He fought Kefla. Yeah. Ultimate Gohan fought Kefla. Goku didn't fight her in the manga. He didn't go Ultra Instinct on Kefla in the manga. Gohan fought her, and they kicked each other out of the tournament. So like, I guess it was like showing like their power was on par. So I think so. Ultimate Gohan's power was on par with the fusion. Yeah, I'm guessing. I don't know for a fact, but I know cause they kicked each other out. Hold on, I'm trying to find like the page. And he clean in this hoe too, boy. But yeah, he fought her. Mind you, he's fighting a fusion. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really like this. I wasn't a fan of this shit though. I wasn't a fan of it. Wait, hold on, I didn't know. Yeah, they knocked each other. Hold on, I didn't know he did that shit in base. Is that base or ultimate? Hold on. Wait, hold on. Hold on. No, this is base. Hold on. See, this is even more crazy now. I don't. No, was he in ultimate or base? Hold on. Was this nigga in base? If he's in base, this is a crazy. Nigga, is this base? How do I look it up? Was Gohan in base form when he fought Kefla? I don't see no. Right, he did say that. Right, but his ultimate form though. I don't give a fuck about no Super Saiyan. Hold on, that nigga was in base. Hold on, boy. I don't know if this was base or ultimate. I can't tell if it's base or ultimate because ultimate doesn't, bro. Cause hold on, bro. Because his hair, okay, yeah. So in the Z he had the little joint, so you could tell, but in this one he doesn't have it. But this is clean, but this is not real. No, he did have the holy shit. Hold on, he did have the joint. This is ultimate though. Is this ultimate? Yo, I'm mad confused, nigga. Like, yeah, the bang. I don't know, bro. Either way, though, like I said, he beat her when he was in base or
His
ultimate.
lowest
I
in
don't
this
know. Now,
arc with
I ain't
his
gonna lie.
focus on pure
If this
strength
nigga,
as a means to.
if he, well, he didn't beat her, it was a tie. But if he tied with her in the joint, hey, oh look at that! I don't care if it wrecks my body in the end because I need more. What I need now is pure power.
Beat Jiren.
Be talking, boy. Be talking, boy.
I'll be blunt.
Now I'm not gonna hold you. I was low key skimming through this because I was watching the anime. What are you talking about? But
Goku's character was at its lowest in this arc with his focus on pure strength as a means to beat Jiren. Each one of his teachers told him it's not the way to go about things, and this got so bad that Roshi had to intervene, reminding
I ain't gonna lie, this nigga Roshi using that bum ass Ultra Instinct sign shit. Keep that. Don't bring that shit
him
back.
of how to be a martial artist by using an imitation of a certain divine
Yeah, don't bring that
technique.
back.
I do like how the manga executed UI Sign's debut though, where Goku affirms he's a student of the Turtle School, which honestly makes more sense than getting cooked by your own spirit bomb, even at the cost of forgetting the advice of his previous mentors. Also, one line that really puts a smile on my face is when Goku describes the removal of unnecessary emotions, explaining that his heart remains as calm as the gentle streams of Mount Paozu. Come on, I can't be the only one thinking that simile was nothing short of beautiful. Even Ultra Instinct was squeaky clean in the manga. Goku had plunged his limbs so deep into Jiren's torso to the point where the Pride Trooper's blood pressure was nearly as high as his power level. However, manga Jiren eventually countered Goku's Ultra Instinct with sheer determination, and unlike in the anime, the Pride Trooper successfully knocked the form out of Goku on his own. I personally don't mind their battle being not as one-sided, since the ability requires proper mastery for the Saiyan to fully rely on it, which was fantastically done during the Moro arc. Before I forget, for the people saying, actually, Goku put the multiverse in danger by reminding the Zenos of the tournament. The Omni Kings were gonna erase everyone from the get-go until Goku inadvertently gave the universes a lifeline if they won. Even so, the Saiyan was moments from asking the deities to backtrack from their battle royale idea, considering the billions of innocent, subject to eradication. However, Whis recommended not to try it because the Omni Kings may take offense and erase Goku on the spot. Now then, let's move on to what I call the peak of Dragon Ball Super.
You never trained before, have you? Lame ass niggas, stop playing with my boy like that.
Goku really shines in the
like
latter
that.
half on Earth, whereas the Namek portion focuses more on the glorious Prince Vegeta. When Goku returns from his training with
like
Maris,
that.
he gets to work peppering Sagan.
Oh, you never trained before, have you? Damn, boy, if you trained, you would have been tough.
Though at such high velocity that no one's able to see him or even sense his ki. Some people say the arc's a rehash of the Cell Saga, but one thing that really comes full circle is his relationship with Gohan, where Goku is in tune with his son.
Sorry you had to start fighting again, Gohan. I talked about this before. Hold on, let me I talked about this before, bro. Facts. Shout out Jersey, I'm put my niggas on the map, nigga. It ain't enough for me to go. Hold on. It ain't enough for me to go and blow 30 racks. Oh yeah, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. This is from. Look at it. This is from. Hold on. I've been talking about this, boy. Nigga, this from. It's from February 20. I say it's little things, but a lot. Hold on. You see that February 20th? I say, cause I showed him this panel. Hold on. I showed him this panel, bro. That panel. I told him, I say, it's the little things. It's because we were talking about Goku. Oh my gosh, bro, I was really nigga, I really love this shit. I was really yapping about Goku and them, boy. Really yapping about my boy. But I said it's the little things, but a lot for Goku. Like him apologize to Gohan because he had to bring him to fight, knowing he doesn't want to, knowing Z Goku would never say no shit like that. Facts.
Feelings and apologizes for making the Half Saiyan fight again. Goku already knew this during the Tournament of Powers recruitment phase, but to say it directly to Gohan is just pure poetry. This moment simply adds to the plethora of reasons proving why Goku is a good father. Anyway, we must give Manga Goku his flowers, cause Blue finally looked unstoppable with how he manhandled Sagambo. Look how Goku full on
That's what I'm saying. So I don't like. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know if they're going to implement Perfected Blue. I don't know. Wait, let's look it up. Let's ask Google. Will the Goku Black arc be remade? Based on reports, the enhanced remake project is focused on earlier Battle Hours with F Universe 6 and is skipping the Goku Black for now. Well, that's what I'm saying, but if they skip that, are they going to put Perfected Blue in the anime? Because Perfected Blue was a good.
punctured the convict's liver and got him posing like LeBron with that beautiful kick. Honestly, the satisfaction nearly erased my memories of all the times Blue got humbled. As much as I would love to talk about UI Sign vs Moro, in the end he got destroyed since the ability can't reach its full potential when relying on pure power alone. This paled in comparison to when Moro tanked an instant transmission Kamehameha at the cost of his arm, but in one of the most diabolical scenes, Moro's stroll towards the Saiyan just to regrow his arm through Goku's chest.
I ain't gonna lie, that made me so mad. He did my boy crazy.
Had no need to do that. He could have regenerated like a regular villain, but no, Moro was intent on raising his kill count. With that said, Goku's comeback was all the more sweeter when he eventually tapped into
I'm true to this, nigga, not new to this.
Ultra Instinct. This was unlocked by Maris' sacrifice, doing
Great character.
so for the greater good of the universe, where for once an angel craved for justice rather than simply being a spectator. Not gonna lie, their friendship over the course of the arc is underrated, especially the conversation Meris remembered about how both Goku and the Galactic Patrol reform villains. And what ties this scene together is that the Saiyan initially boils in rage at the loss of his friend, but takes the moment to inhale a breath of fresh air, calming himself down. Remaining tranquil to achieve a new state of power is foreign to Dragon Ball. Normally anger is the catalyst for all these transformations, so seeing quite the opposite of this trope makes this death hit so much harder. This concept was also foreshadowed during Goku's training, when Meris explains the fundamental of Ultra Instinct as achieving self-control in the face of a jarring shock to his emotions, putting the final cherry on top. Anyway, the battle between Goku and Moro.
Telling you, bro. Yo, Dragon Ball. All y'all have to do is just animate the manga. That's it. Now, y'all want to do some extra flashy stuff on the transformations like y'all be doing in the movies? That's cool. Like when you show like Vegeta with the green hair to go Super Saiyan, that's cool. Or you show, Broly, you show Goku going MUI when he was going Super Saiyan Blue, that's cool. Even though that don't really make sense because you can't be, but whatever. Just follow the manga. That's it. Just follow the manga. And don't do no filler. Unless you doing One Piece types of filler. Don't do no filler. Unless you're doing One Piece type filler. Only niggas who really made great filler, One Piece. What? Somebody say it's not. Somebody say it's not and I got slap you. Somebody say it's not. Somebody say it's not. Somebody say this not good filler. Somebody say that's not good filler. Come on, boy.
Moro was utter annihilation. The Saiyan's footsteps alone had the Devourer trembling in fear. Moro pleaded for him to stay back, but Goku's only desire was to save his precious home, smacking the tyrant into a mountain. We could discuss the multitude of disrespect, such as Goku parrying Moro's punches without bothering to so as much glance his way, or even when the Saiyan immobilized him with the Godbind to dish out a gut punch so vile, it blasted Moro off the space in
Who remember seeing that?
Team Rocket fashion, creating shock waves across the globe. However, the scene which sealed the deal for me is when Goku flicks a senzu bean at the tyrant, promising to spare him if he never breaks out the galactic prison again. I totally get why some people hated Goku's choice here, but you must remember that the Saiyan's been mopping the floor with a full power Moro up till now according to Piccolo, so it's fair to assume the Devourer had no more tricks up his sleeve. Moving on, when Moro chomps in the senzu to restore his limbs, as you can guess, the tyrant broke the promise, ready to pierce the Saiyan's chest.
Never trained before, have you?
But no joke, Goku's sheer strength caused Moro to break his arm on impact due to Ultra Instinct hardening his body automatically. Good lord, not even Doc McStuffins with all the equipment in the world can hope to fix that arm.
Yo, don't Doc McStuffins got cancer?
That was the worst of it?
Hold on, I'm just saying.
It's upon
Oh, she got cancer? Oh. But she had cancer, bro. That shit fucked up. How the fuck she the doctor and she got cancer? That's fucked up. Free shorty. Free her, bro. Free her. Dead ass.
Moro's betrayal, Goku flat out calls him a coward, squats to his level, reverted to base.
Oh my gosh. Look at what he does to niggas. You never trained before, have you? Damn, bro. Wasted potential. You suck.
And proceeds to ponder the age-old question, have you ever worked out?
Out of pocket for that shit.
I would have upped on that nigga. I ain't gonna lie. That I would have upped on Goku. Dead ass. I'm not even trolling, bro. If I'm Moro, I don't know. I'm pulling a fucking M16 out my asshole, boy. His ass getting shot. What are you talking about? You disrespected me, boy. I was just putting them hands on y'all niggas. Now you disrespected me. And he go de-transform to ask me the question too? Just to...
Out of pocket. What do you gain from that?
Brother, first Zamasu, now Moro, have you realised Goku only violates when his opponent is severely weaker than him? If I was in Moro's shoes,
I mean, he
I'd
don't
put
like when
myself
niggas
back
weaker than
in
him, though.
prison without question, cause no way I want to
I would've
be in a
shot that
5
nigga,
mile
bro.
radius of
Cooked.
Dragon Ball's biggest violator. We'll swiftly move on from Moro copying Ultra Instinct and merging with the planet. I wonder who allowed that to happen. Definitely not Goku, right? Anyway, Oob donated his divine key as Kid Buu's reincarnation, enabling for Goku to return to Ultra Instinct
Then that nigga
again.
popped
But
Susanoo.
no word of a lie, it meant the Saiyan could create a whole Susanoo to hold Moro in place. I have no clue who taught him that, but mark my words, this will go insane once it's animated in 2077. Finally, thanks to the Susanoo, Goku
2077? Shit, 2027.
shatters the last crystal in
It's
Moro's
27, 28. I
forehead,
think it's
releasing Merus's
I don't know.
abilities, which ends the Devourer's reign of tyranny. A pretty neat conclusion to the Moro arc, I must say, so now let's move on to the second of the manga exclusive arcs.
The granola arc. That's when we get. I don't know. I think a lot of people. Yo, I don't know. I think a lot of people don't like TY Goku. I think a lot of people don't like TY Goku. Me personally, I like TY. I don't know why, but I do. I do. Obviously, it's not better than MUI, but I like it though. Because he gets to be like, he gets to accept his true Saiyan self and have the technique. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool, bro. I like it. And it look cool, bro. Like this look tough. This is tough. This tough as well. Tough. I don't know. I like the transformation. I like it though. Or technique, whatever. But I know a lot of people don't like it.
Goku's
And
developed
this arc was so good because we got to see like Goku accept his true nature, like as a Saiyan, like
was
accept his
truly
Saiyan heritage.
sublime. For one thing that really sets him apart is that he overcame his fear of needles when helping Whis administer vitamins for the
I forgot he was scared of
Oracle
needles.
Honestly, you could argue he's on par with Z and GT Goku from this moment alone. Furthermore, Ultra Instinct's progression is one of the highlights of this arc. Thanks to Merus's training, the Saiyan's now able to tap into perfected Ultra Instinct at will. However, you're likely wondering how he could get any stronger, maybe find a way to reach Super Saiyan 100. Nope, Whis explains that the next step for Goku is to develop his own style of the divine technique instead of mimicking the angels. I kind of like this because Goku's been spamming Control C for the longest time, such as the Kamehameha or the Solar Flare, so for Whis to encourage him to do his own thing really puts Goku out of his comfort zone. The next goal that Angel proposed is to stop equating Ultra Instinct to a transformation, so instead of striving for a new form, Goku's mission is to master it to the point where he can even use the technique in base, resembling an angel that always has it switched on. This principle is applied during Goku's first encounter against Granola, where the Saiyan used God and Blue in conjunction with the divine ability to evade the civilians' attacks. However, once Granola strikes his vitals, Goku is forced to use his trump card, and like his battle of Moro, he got to humbling. The Saiyan protested against Granola's use of AI, elbowing him into the fauna, but also froze the Cerulean mid-strike, having the nerve to put a grown man in timeout up above. Goku then sprayed air punches at Granola,
Granola was
ricocheting
tough,
him
though.
across the battlefield, and would have won if it weren't for the Cerulean using his clone to stall for time so he could deal the finishing blow. I still don't get how Goku even lost. Weren't the issues relating to UI's accuracy fall-off resolved in the previous arc? We then jump ahead to when Gas became the universe's strongest. Since he can utilize any ability thanks to the wish, Goku challenges Vegeta, testing if he can really use instant transmission to its fullest. Gas scoffs at the Saiyan's technique being superior to his,
Granola arc. Let me think about it. Granola was cool. Gas was I like the Bardock joint, the little Bardock joint. Like I said, when Goku he accepted his, learned more about the Saiyan, raised and accepted his heritage from Saiyans, and we got the little Bardock joint, Bardock's wish, TUI, seeing Vegeta use Ultra Ego. Obviously, Black Frieza for a little bit. Cool art, cool art, cool art.
But Goku explains only he had the capability to teleport to this planet due to mastering the move from years of experience.
Is it this the arc when Vegeta learned instant transmission as well? I think it's this arc, or was it the last? I don't know. I don't remember.
The pair proceed their scrap whilst teleporting from planet to planet across the entire universe, and I love how you can tell Goku is the superior user because Gas lacks the spatial awareness of teleportation, like when he's dumped in mud by the true strongest Monarcha, or when he took a whole bubble bath of the Galactic King. The Saiyan eventually teleports to Whis and asks for him to accompany Gas. Before returning to each planet he's visited in reverse order so he could arrive back on Serial. Gas realised he got cooked in the instant transmission department, prompting Whis to share the location of Serial, and this forced Vegeta to blast through space for a whopping 20 minutes since the planet is too far away for him to warp directly. Once Goku gets to Granola's house, Minato reveals the scouter belonging to Bardock containing an audio log.
This was
Oatmeal
cool.
rewires it for the audio to start playing, and the
Yeah, and
minute
Bardock was he was a helpful guy.
that happens, some of our wishes came true, because Goku finally remembered his parents from when he was an infant just from hearing the words "stay alive," which Bardock said before sending his son to Earth. As a result, Goku now understands his own Saiyan pride, explaining he didn't have faith in his own strength earlier, so Minato defines pride as accepting your own nature and sticking to your convictions, which is universal for any race out there.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I like this a lot, bro. A lot.
Goku understood this assignment during the final fight with Gas, where he accepts his carefree nature and toggles through his moveset for the transformation best for his power, True Ultra Instinct. This isn't a new form, by the way. In layman's terms, it's basically UI sign with the perk of using emotions, unlike the silver hair. Anywho, Goku made an expression so similar to Bardock that it triggered Gas's PTSD from 40 years ago, enabling for the Saiyan to serve a punch so strong it broke Vegeta's tusk. The power-up meant he had a slight edge over Gas, which is put to good use by firing a Kamehameha that charred his opponent. However, there's one moment I must point out where Gas kicks the Saiyan's face. Do you know how Goku responds? He counters by storing up and firing a mouth beam straight at Vegeta. Good lord, I know Goku is using his emotions, but he has never done that in his entire life. There's no shot the Saiyan's way of accepting his pride in combat is to replicate the mighty Nappa. To round it off, Granola expends his life force in a beam to finish off Gas, but can't fire it if he wants to leave Planet Serial unscathed. So Goku decides to summon the Susanoo again, grabbing Gas like a rubber duck and tosses him far into the atmosphere. Thanks to his contribution, Granola can shoot directly at the enemy in a beautiful double spread which blinds everyone in a radiant golden light, but in the end it worked out just fine to finally put down Vegeta.
I gotta pee. Ooh.
Overall, I think DBS manga Goku's character is a great continuation from his Z variant, who actually keeps his maturity of an adult unlike the anime version. And as with all Gokus, this one cemented himself as a martial artist with how he perfected Super Saiyan Blue and his application of Ultra Instinct.
Yes,
Hopefully I was successful in giving you a new appreciation for arguably the most...
I gotta pee.